My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Hearthstone's Tombs of Terror. We're going to be continuing with the Scorching Dunes up against the Plague of Madness, and this time using Reno again. Ideally here we'll lock out the Plague of Madness with Mage Reno, Mage Rogue Reno at the very end here, and then go to Heroic mode, and we can also start using the anomalies at that point. Whew. Alright, gotta limber up. Only because I haven't used the Crafty Lasso will I use it here. So why do I feel like the Crafty Lasso isn't particularly powerful? So it has very few effects that would allow you to duplicate it in your deck. In fact, I know of none. When you pick a minion that has a positive effect on the board, you have a bunch of different ways to access more of it, right? Like going to the bar and having the minion appear, which especially early on when you don't have that many minions in your deck is actually quite likely. You can get a couple more copies of it, or you can possibly put it in your opening hand, or you can dismiss other minions so you're more likely to get that minion, right? Whereas with a weapon, you have fewer ways to interact with it like that. So it feels like, especially in this class that doesn't have access to, you know, weapon draw in particular outside of... it's not Walk the Plank, is it? It's, the 4 mana that draws 2 pirates and combo and a weapon. Oh, God. I can't recall it for the absolute life of me at this point, but that's a rogue card. Outside of that, you know, getting to Reno's is difficult, and getting extra effect out of it is also quite difficult, right? You have, the rogue spells that will add damage to it, but you can't add durability outside of, you know, Captain Greenskin. Because we're not a warrior. So that's why I felt like its impact is going to be relatively small. Now, Relicologist would be something that I would want to take if I had the other ability, though. So here I think I'm going to go for like a more board control-y kind of strat, rather than going, ooh, Spellseeker, what's this? Okay, that's actually some control. It's doing okay. Novice Spellslinger is, you know, I think worse for us here. So we'll take Spellseeker. I feel like we've not got a great opening, but it's just, this is the thing I haven't used, and this is the thing I haven't used. Except I guess my hero power is the thing I already have used. It just doesn't necessarily synergize. Like, you know, I could upgrade Forgotten Torch, Eviscerate exclusively as a result of the Amateur Relicologist hero power. So it doesn't seem that great. In this deck at this point in time, it seems in general excellent. I will hasten to add that.
We're gonna be rich.
All right, that's 7 base damage already.
My beetles ain't a fan of trespassers. I ain't either.
Yeah, Mana Worm being 2 mana rather than 1 is a significant nerf to the power of this deck at this point.
Stretches on forever.
Keep going, Reno. Somewhere beyond these dunes lies Kartut's tomb.
Ooh, oh no. That's great for me, right? Mana Worm Abyss. Perfect. Thank you for attacking the face. And then it's just, you know, Forgotten Torch to the face next turn for the win.
By wearing them as armor.
Mm-hmm.
Get these off of me.
Or not to the face. Rip out. Okay. Could have sworn that one was going to go better for us. It's okay. Still locked out the fight. 25% chance that it only hit the face there. That's okay. We're just getting the bad RNG out of the way where it doesn't matter. VIP membership. I do like that. After you play a minion, shuffle 2 copies of it into your deck. They cost 1. We don't have that many minions in the deck, so we could actually try and utilize that. Band of Bees. Your minions that cost 2 or less have poisonous. Yeah, probably not great, but that does make a swarm deck much more successful. I think I want to take the VIP membership. I don't want any of these. Damn it. Maybe in order to give myself high end, I should take the Summoning Frenzy and start working with a Khadgar's kind of build. Because the deck is anti-synergistic and, let's be real, not that defined yet. I was going to say not that good, but I think it's only fair to say not that defined instead. So for that reason, we're looking for a direction, right? Oftentimes, especially when I'm playing with the anomaly mode, like the anomaly mode, the hero power I choose, and the bonus that I start with will effectively decide my direction for the deck, and then everything else will comport with that. But before we have the anomalies at the absolute least, we should probably just take the thing that we think probably gets the nuttiest. Also, we're a non-heroic, so we should be broadly okay. And also, you know, the VIP room is going to be most of our deck modification.
We're gonna be rich and save the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's a curve. It's a curve. Hey, okay, dang it. If only it were Arcane Anomaly. It's fine. That's not. That's not, because now if Mana Worm attacks the Mermy, then, you know, the enemy can remove my board state here. Not too much I can do about it. Oh, cool, they were gonna do it anyway. Makes me feel a lot better. Should have just hero powered. Yeah, there was no reason to do anything except for hero power in that circumstance. That's a big old MB. Stands for my bad. Excuse me? So that was a 1 in 3 of a 1 in 3, so an 11% chance to just hit the face twice there. Yeah. Oh, life is getting hard. As long as that doesn't attack my minion, we're fine. Good. Alright. Straight to the face, and the Evis. Well played.
Brilliant maneuver.
Really did not want to be locked out on the second boss. That's not allowed. Now, I do know that all of my progress is going to be reset when I go into heroic mode, which is why I'm going to be changing to heroic mode as soon as I have these 2 wings complete, rather than unlocking everything and then going. So we are going with a summoning build, a second Khadgar, a Firelands Portal, and especially a Power of Creation for Khadgar Power of Creation is really good. Alright. Alright, Gorbite. So I've got to remember, Gorbite has weapon removal early, so until they played, like, at least one of the Acidic Swamp Oozers,
Reno!
I should hold off on playing the Crafty Lasso. Lasso.
We're gonna be rich and save the world.
Also, the Mana Worm really doesn't mean much, because it will be a 1-3 played, very likely, into a 3-2 already established on the board. That's 2 chances, both my attack and my enemy's attack, for Madness to take my minion away and leave them with a good minion. That's fine. Alright, getting smoked. Love it. Here's the strat. I'm gonna steal your Acidic Swamp Boost. Gimme. Oh! Doesn't have one. We're all good. It's after your hero attacks, so it's not attacking a specific target. Good to know. Ooh, excellent. The Fungal Lord. Okay, okay. This weapon mostly... I'm fine with it dying, so I'm happy to play it here. Alright, will Khadgar, Clever Disguise. Ooh, two very, very cheap spells. That's going to be quite impactful next turn. Go on. Draw it. Play it. Got him. Oh, I knew it. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. That's totally fine, though. We trade the Black Knight Wisdom, Redemption, attack base, hero power, end turn, win. Got him. Big ol' got him right there. Whew. I was hopeful that it wasn't freezing and crashing there, but thankfully the music was continuing, so it still felt kind of okay. Your hero's immune. Each turn, lose a durability, and Death Rattle deal 100 damage to your hero. So that makes long sustained fights real difficult. Summon effects, though. Deal 10 damage. Also deal 10 damage to the Plague Lord when you fight it. So every time I play Gnomebliterator over the course of the run, and then I get to the Plague Lord, it will have been hit, you know, for probably, we've had 3 fights already, right? So probably 40? That's how I'm reading it. It could also be deal 10 damage. Also, if you are fighting the Plague Lord, deal 10 additional damage. I'm not entirely certain. If anyone has any clarification on that, I'd like to know. The fact that it has like a, kind of like a snowball effect made of fire, makes me think that the first interpretation is correct. But we're definitely going with Canopic Jars, especially off the back of having Khadgar already. Spirit of the Dragonhawk does not synergize with our hero power. That would be really, really good with the deal 1 damage combo to deal 2, though. Ray of Frost, Shooting Star, Sorcerer's Apprentice. I mean, we do have some spells in the deck. Cold Blood, Eviscerate, Spirit of the Shark. How many battle cries do we have? We have 1 combo. 1 thing that gives us combos. That's it. Okay, it has to be sling spells, just because the rest of them are...
Aha! A little inn. I can recruit some help here.
You can recruit a lot more than a little help here. Thanks to that VIP. Alright. What do we got? Show me the options.
Whew. It is good to see a friendly face. Hey there, big guy. The usual.
Okay, fast food. Add all enemy minions to your adventure deck. Like I would like Sneeds, maybe Rag. That's about it. Work. Remove a friendly minion from your adventure deck. Give adjacent minions +2/+2. I kind of do want to get the Mana Worm out of my adventure deck here.
It just might work.
It just statistically isn't that great for us. Excuse me, had to cough. Do the math. Remove all cards from your adventure deck that cost 2 or less. Definitely not. Tall Tales. We've also got Tell a Story, so we've got the 2 buffs for individual characters. Friendly Smith. Discover a weapon from any class added to your adventure deck with +2/+2. Right Hand Man. Choose a friendly minion. It always starts in your opening hand. That's really good. Upper Hand. Look at 4 spells from your deck. Reduce the cost of 1 by 3 for the run. And Upgraded Pack Mule. Reduce the costs of all cards in your deck by 1. Ooh. Okay. I think we're going to work, Pack Mule, Tell a Story, and Right Hand Man. Right Hand Man and Tell a Story are both going on Khadgar here. So on turn 2, I just have a 6/6 going out that is going to start buffing a bunch of stuff for us. And in fact, I'll have it going out on turn 1. Thank you.
Don't go falling into any giant sinkholes, all right?
Wasn't planning on it. Whew. This is gonna be good. When all else fails, you can use the Hearthstone to run away. I guess that's their way of reasoning that the heroes can't ever lose. Which makes a lot of sense, right? Because otherwise, how do you justify that you have persistent damage against the end bosses and you can retry them? Canopic Charles is nice here. It's just I'm gonna want like another minion. Speaking of another minion, that could help us. Getting a 6-6 out on turn 1 to just start bopping the enemy's face is pretty good. No cheap minions for me.
Where my trees at? The road to insanity is seldom smooth. Thank you.
All right then. Got him. I feel like for a while, a lot of fights are going to go as quickly as that one. Thank you, Vip. We did end up finding the Captain Greenskin and raiding party. Funny that. Still not going to want it. It's in with Kingsbane. It's probably spell damage just because we have like the cheap Ray of Frost and the Eviscerate and the Shooting Star in particular. Runaway Ruby. Deals 1 damage to the centermost minions. That's fine. My centermost minion for a very long period of time is going to have 6 HP. Or rather, it will have that for exactly 1 round. Then 5.
Reno versus Ruby.
Alright. Perfect.
Someone should stop that submarine.
Run away, diver! Move, move, move!
I still get Khadgar out on turn 1 here, right? Just for the sake of the face damage. If nothing else.
We must band together, united for Dallas.
Good lord. Sorry, I have to continue clearing my throat.
Baby's gonna keep rolling!
Sorcerer's clever.
Someday I'll be just like you.
2 mana spells castable. Dark Pact. Yikes. Blood Fury Potion will be fine though. Helps us bop down the enemy face. Very, very quickly, in fact. Whoops, sorry. You should have said that a little bit earlier. My bad. Choose another treasure. Ooh. Primordial Bulwark. Passive. Block lethal damage and deal 20 damage to the enemy hero once per game. Interesting. Interesting. Your minions have permanent stealth is a really good way to make sure that I keep my Khadgar on the board. But the thing is, I don't have like summoning effects until right up here in the Power of Creation and Violence portal. I guess Contra is calling, but it's not going to affect anything particularly high in cost. Canopic Jars, but again, like, on which minions? I think we take First Aid Kit. It'll give us longer to live while we're trying to set stuff up. Yeah, Khadgar and Faceless are both, you know, a little bit earlier in cards that summon cards, so that'll be helpful. Back to the Bazaar, Bob. Oh, offer me another pack mule. Do it. Do it. I dare you. Offer me another pack mule one more goddamn time. Yeah, the whole deck just is reduced in cost by 2.
I could use a cold drink. I don't mind this whole traveling merchant thing. It's kind of quaint.
All enemy minions to your deck. No. Choose a new starting hero power? Probably not. Remove all friendly minions in play? No. There's a couple of these I do want to get out. Mainly the Dalaran.
It just might work.
Discover a spell, add it to your adventure deck, it always starts in your hand. Yeah. Use a friendly minion to always start in your hand. I mean, look, we could just get a Sorcerer's Apprentice or an Arcane Anomaly in our opening hand. Party of 4. Discover a minion. Replace enemy minions with minions of that type. Good food. Tea time for the next boss. Reduce the cost of a random card in your adventure deck. Okay, yeah, all of these are actually a little bit... Yeah. None of them are that great. So 7... Wait, hang on. 7, yeah. So literally we only have to turn down 1 cast.
It's so crazy.
I'm probably not going to use fast food, so I can use literally all of the other things that have a cost associated with them. Let's discover a minion and replace all enemies with that type. So what would synergize the best with our deck as it currently stands? Our deck currently wants to flood the board with small minions. That could be mech, that could be elemental. Definitely not dragon. We want things that summon other things. That's very much mech. All right. Both Mecharoo and the Snip Snap here would actually be quite good. Also, a Snip Snap that costs 1 less is extremely good. We may actually want to take all of these with fast food now. Yeah, doing it. Then I'll take a chance, just in case it happens to hit one of the higher cost ones. Ooh, Shadows of Death is a very good one to have been hit there. Lovely. Study break.
You can catch a lot of good tips if you know who to listen to.
Effigy's pretty good in that it's a card that summons other cards, so good for the Khadgar. Khadgars stack, don't they? Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. So I'm going to right-hand man the other Khadgar. Tea time, good food.
You gotta stay healthy now. Food's not easy to find.
Alright, so we'll easily dunk Nash the Great Worm here. Summon a minion that died this game. Oh, perfect. So this is definitely based around kind of being a slow and then control deck, which just is not going to fly against us. Especially right now.
Versus Nash the Great Worm.
Yeah. So that's my reliable opening hand every game.
Rich and save the world.
And so it's just going to be Khadgar, Effigy after. Uh-huh.
We must band together. We must band together. For Dalaran.
And here I thought the enemy deck was going to be control. Is the copy going to be a 6/6? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it. Your turn.
These off of me.
What? Me worry?
We must band together, united for
Are the new ones going to trigger?
band together,
No, okay, good.
for Dalaran.
That would have been nutty if they had. Okay. Good one. I'm gonna actually cheap shot, and then I'll get the echo out of the cheap shot. And then I'm gonna plot twist the echo back into the deck. Because this could also just get us more shadows, right? Which just fills my board. Like, a single shadow completely fills the board at this point. To the point that I probably don't want to play the Mecharoo, just so that if I top deck a shadow, I still get all of my 6/6s. Not that it matters.
We must band together, united.
We must band together, united. We must band together. What is that? Like, it didn't stop us from winning, but good lord, these missiles never go where I want them to go. I'm sure one of these days they will. Accident. Honestly, probably just the shivs for the fact that they draw. Jolene Notley. Spoil the ending. Copy a spell in your opponent's hand. It costs 2 less. Oh, right. This is... Yeah, initials JK. She's an author. Got it. This is a reference I understand, although I did have to have someone explain it to me in the comments section. It's just come back to me. I don't think effigy really matters here in the opening unless I have a bunch of extra mana to get it out, especially because I don't want the enemy to get a copy of effigy from me.
About you.
All right.
We must band together,
Khadgar.
united for Dalaran.
If you'll just stay there for 5 more turns.
Lucky day.
Thank you.
We must band together, united for Dalaran.
Mm-hmm. First aid is pretty helpful, it turns out. Turns out it's pretty good. Next time I can use the Conjurer's Calling to try and fill my board with, what, 2 mana minions?
You're so sweet.
And this little gnome burned your cards. Just one more page.
Okay.
Your worst fears realized.
Attack phase, and Conjurer's Calling you. Okay, and then I can, as soon as one of these Serpent Eggs dies, I'm gonna get 2, 3, 4 Sea Serpents. Never mind. As it turns out, that's not how that's gonna go down. So Fel Reaver only really matters, like its downside only really matters if I get to the bottom of my deck. Otherwise, I may as well have just had those cards on the bottom of the deck. It's not functionally different. It's like, at least not strategically different.
Ooh, I like what happens next.
In fact, it can even be better, because now I know what cards I'm not about to draw. Got him. 50-50 to attack the right target, but I was pretty sure I had to kill after that. Alright, Plague of Madness again. Start a game, draw this, wish for the perfect card. Ooh. Oofa doofa, that can be real good. But it's straight up unconditional removal, as well as generation of a large minion. While the enemy's not doing their swapping stuff, that's pretty good. Yeah, and they're not doing the swapping stuff. Murmurs of Mentality is what they're going to start out with. So Murmurs of Mentality is actually going to be a problem for us because it means our Khadgar is not going to be a 6-6. It's going to be a 6-1. Real fragile.
Reno versus the
That said, I still think it's the turn 1 play because, you know, it's going to guarantee us a significant amount of damage here.
We're gonna be rich.
Probably both the effigy and the second Khadgar get removed here.
You must be mad to keep coming back.
I don't know. We got real close to killing you last time, so I don't feel that mad about it. And it reduces them to 1 HP. Bring. No, it says bring, not reduce. Okay, so it can probably heal back up with my first aid kit.
I see my words are getting...
Well. Not against that. Thanks for the knife, though.
Cthulhu is my shield.
Mm-hmm. Hero power if we hit the right target, Sorcerer Apprentice.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Fine. Still removing the minion because I would still like to hit the face. And it does heal back up. That's good to know. Oh, cheers. I forgot this enemy has like a trillion cards that all do removal things. Which makes life hard.
Welcome to my will.
That's a weird order for those to have triggered in.
Do you hear its call?
Not entirely sure I agree with that one.
My master.
Listen closely.
Knocking Jaws ought to be helpful here. Despite the fact that I don't have a Khadgar out. Uh-oh. Could have been significantly worse statistically. Surely you would have traded first just in case it had have hit that target in the way that it did there. Ooh, now we definitely want the Kaboom bot to die because then we get 2 legendary minions. Come on then.
A symphony of terror begins.
Yeah, I'll sack a minion against that. Never mind, I don't even have to. Oh, that's a big minion right there.
Join me real
We're not even giving you a chance for anything else to happen here. That's a speed run? Pretty much. I think that was the longest fight that we had in that we went 7 turns. There are so many cards that we drafted there that we did not get to utilize at all. Alright, so we've unlocked Secret Traps as well as Junior Tomb Diver. Battlecry, if you've played 6 secrets this game, your hero power becomes Discover a Treasure. I really do want to play with that at some point. Unfortunately, we're going to have to re-unlock it in heroic mode starting in the next episode. Sorry, I thought there were going to be vocal lines. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Tombs of Terror. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.